All right, the 141st Annual Meeting of the Legal Aid Society will come to order. My name is Rich Davis. For those of you who don't know, I'm chair of the board of the society. The privilege of serving in that role, and for probably more years than I remember, actually. I first want to begin by thanking the Skadden firm and President Finn, who's a longtime partner at the Skadden firm, for hosting us tonight. And really for all that they do for the society. Like so many of our sustaining law firms, they provide financial support, they provide support through participation in our pro bono programs, and in Skadden's case, they host so many of our meetings. So thank you, Finn, and thank you, Skadden. You're welcome. You know, this is one of the two, and really is the most of our, I think, significant events that we have at Legal Aid. A month or so ago, we had an event where we honored our pro bono partners from the private sector, and tonight we honor those who are the lifeblood of the society and who get the work done day in and day out. That is, the employees of the society. We give them awards for special merit. We recognize the extraordinary devotion of those who have devoted so many years of their careers to the society. And we really welcome the fact that so many people come to these events to support those who are being recognized. The work of the society has always been important. Every day I pick up the newspaper, though, and I see another reason why it's become even more important. The notion that this morning you could pick up a newspaper and be reminded that we have somebody sitting in the White House who seems to just want to foster racial division, ethnic division, religious division is very distressing. But it makes more important the work that you all do. It makes more important that you are there not just on a day and not just for one case, but that you are there constantly. Because, well, it's always been important. Right now, we need to be persistent and constant in our efforts. And we thank you, and I thank you on behalf of the board, for the fact that you do that, and you do that so well, so regularly. And without you, the society could not be what it is. So let me begin by calling upon Scott Rosenberg to give the report of the secretary.
Thank you, Rich, and good evening. So as you know, the main business tonight is to recognize our honorees for the excellence of your work and your dedication to Legal Aid and its clients. I just want to congratulate all of you who are being honored this evening. But first, we need a few minutes to take care of some business. And so, they tell me I need to say the following. The proper notice of meeting was given to the membership of Legal Aid by email on November 3rd. A total of 95 notices were sent to law firms and corporate law departments, representing 13,270 members. A total of 2,309 notices were sent to individuals who were members of record as of the close of business on October 9. Notice of the annual meeting of members was published in the Law Journal on November 8, 15, and 22, and posted on Legal Aid's website as required by law. Mr. Chairman, we have a quorum of members present in person and by proxy. Any member who has not voted by proxy may do so by ballot. Ballots are available from the inspectors of election and up here at the side of the room. Thank you.
And now Ezra Miller, our CFO, will give the financial report.
Good evening, everyone. So this is the financial report. As you entered the meeting, you should have received one. If you haven't received one, we have plenty of copies available. Thank you.
Everything is welcome, for this, at least for the, actually I was going to say for this part of the meeting, but certainly for this part. Now we have the report of the Nominating and Governance Committee, which was given by, I guess, Finn in time.
I guess. I usually do this. The annual report's fascinating reading, and particularly I would commend to you Note 10 to the financial statement, which Brian Polovoy here has been absorbed with. It goes on for pages, and if anyone can understand it, please let me know. It's also very, very good if you have trouble sleeping. Oh, I'm sorry, I've been asked to make the report of the nominating committee. Over here on the side, there's a list of the candidates that the Nominating Governance Committee has nominated for election at this meeting, and I put their names in nomination. Oh, wait a minute. Sharon Kleinhandler has insisted that I give you the following information. On December 13th at 7 p.m. at Central Synagogue, which is on Lexington and 55th Street, there will be an important panel on immigration, in which, among other people, Hassan Shafiqullah, of our head of our immigration unit, will be on the panel, and everyone's encouraged to sign up and attend, as I will be there to learn more myself.
I should also recognize and thank, we have a number of board members, both existing and incoming board members here, and we really do appreciate your participation tonight. Before I call upon Finn and Seymour to actually begin what is the real purpose of the meeting, and that is to present the Martin Awards, I do want to recognize Seymour. This is his last annual meeting as I was going to say president, is really, as attorney-in-chief, and we just want to thank you not only for your service as attorney-in-chief, but for the extraordinary commitment that you have made in your entire career in legal aid and elsewhere, as state law president and elsewhere, to the mission of the society, to making sure that those who need representation have it, and they're not deprived of that representation because they don't have the means. So, thank you, Seymour, and that's all. I call upon Finn and Seymour to present the awards.
So, as Rich said, this is one of the two really special events. And as the Attorney-Chief, you have a lot of responsibilities, but presenting the awards at this event has been one of my great privileges as the Attorney-in-Chief, and I've looked forward to it every year. We'll be giving out the Orison Martin Award as well as the Sandra Scott Award, and then we'll be giving the Longevity Award, Scott, this evening. The Orison S. Martin Awards, established in 1976 on the 100th anniversary of the Legal Aid Society, recognize the outstanding service and dedication of staff. The awards honor the memory of Orison S. Martin, an outstanding leader of the organized bar who dedicated 40 years of service to the Legal Aid Society, including 27 years as a member of the board and the last 5 years as the chair of the board. We have a number of awards this evening, and the first award is going to a management attorney, Dodd Terry, the attorney general. Dodd was nominated by staff attorneys and supervisors, said he's an exceptional supervisor and has a gift for mentoring staff and tapping into their potential. I'm going to quote from the nominations. We all have been the beneficiaries, along with countless others, of Dodd's guidance and mentorship. He takes a personal interest in his staff, applying for opportunities for growth. Dodd also always treats his support staff and attorneys with the utmost respect. And maybe most importantly, Dodd shows our clients and their families an extreme amount of respect and understanding. In addition, he's insightful and knows how to develop institutional relationships that can benefit our staff and clients. Dodd, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Is there an award or?
So, there's very few times where I am absolutely speechless. I swear to you, I have nothing but respect. I'm not sure where that came from. That section right there. I have nothing but appreciation and gratitude for this acknowledgement. Throughout the years, I've just been amazed at the work and the commitment by everyone who works for the Legal Aid Society. But my JRD family, give a yell out or... The reason why I'm saying that is this. You know what? Everyone who knows me, they will always hear a story about me and food and exercise. And something that I've heard early on is that you are what you eat. Now, I also learned something as well. One of the things that I did learn was that you are who you associate yourself with. And I can tell you, day in and day out, I've been associated with the most committed, caring individuals who do the best for our clients, who are so heartfelt and dedicated. So I accept this award, although I've never done it for an award, on behalf of you all, on behalf of the commitment that you've all shown, on behalf of the inspiration that you've provided me. Every day that I come to work, I strive to get better because I look at you all, because you all make our client community great, but you make each other better. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for this speechless person who didn't have anything to say, but thank you, and thank you.
Natasha. Maybe she's got the award. Our next award is the Staff Attorney Award, and receiving the Martin Year Award this year is Natasha Ingram. Natasha has served almost 20 years in the Bronx Neighborhood Office. She was hired as a housing attorney, provided representation to clients in danger of eviction. From this position, she transferred to the Family Law Unit, where she has come to be recognized as a leading practitioner amongst her colleagues. She continues to take the hardest cases and litigates with determination in all circumstances. Despite having a placid exterior, Natasha can be fierce when the circumstances require such behavior. She's done extremely valuable work at our single-stop location at the Bronx Community College, one of our flagship locations, because of its great importance to our funding. Natasha, congratulations.
Two quick shots. Right here. One more time. Thank you.
Thank you, Seymour, for that wonderful introduction, and thank you all for being here this evening to share in this occasion. I am honored to accept this award and do so not only with a sense of deep gratitude, but also with the full knowledge that I stand here this evening, not because of anything that I have done alone, but because of what I have been able to accomplish with the support and encouragement of some really incredible people in my life. Unfortunately, time will not allow me to acknowledge them all, but I do want to take a few moments to acknowledge a few who have contributed significantly to my ability to do the work that I do here each and every day. First, to my colleagues in the family law and domestic violence practice, past and present, you are among the smartest, most talented, and dedicated advocates I know, and I am inspired by you every single day. The work we do is not always easy, but we truly do it together, and for that I am very grateful. So thank you to our unit supervisors, Laura Russell and Jane Shortell, for all they do on behalf of our unit. And thank you to each of my colleagues in the neighborhood offices, including and especially Marisol Arriaga and Josephine Flores, for the constant stream of support and encouragement. I appreciate you all more than you know. I am also thankful to my colleagues in the Bronx neighborhood office for making it a place to which I still enjoy coming every day. The office has grown and changed a lot over the years, and many have come and gone. But the one thing that remains the same is an overall feeling of community and a sense of common purpose. And for that, I am very grateful. I want to acknowledge the attorney in charge, Marshall Green, and our office managers, Carmen Burgos and Rosa Mendez, as well as attorney in charge of the civil practice, Adrian Holder, for all they do in service to the Bronx office. And I especially want to thank our incomparable support staff and investigators for all of their hard work and the countless ways they help me and help all of us provide the kind of services our clients deserve. I will not name them individually for fear of inadvertently forgetting someone, but I appreciate them all and hope they know that we could not do what we do as well as we do without them. And last but not least, I would like to take a moment to publicly acknowledge two former employees of the Society whom I believe were truly instrumental to my professional growth and development as an attorney and an advocate. The first is Jane Awayama Martin, a former supervisor of the family law and domestic violence practice in the Bronx, and the second is Marie Richardson, who held several positions throughout her career at the Society, but retired a few short years ago as a supervisor in the Bronx. Much of what I learned about thoughtful and responsible lawyering, I learned from them. And if I am in any way deserving of this award, I believe it is in part because of their example and their guidance and their affirmation over the years. And for that, I owe them a debt of gratitude. I believe very strongly in the Society's mission to ensure that no person is denied access to justice because of poverty. And what this award signals to me is that you think that I am, at least in some small way, doing my part to help fulfill that mission. So thank you again, everyone. Thank you to my colleagues who nominated me and to the Martin Committee for choosing to recognize me. I am very, very honored. Thank you.
The next award goes to a support staff member, and this year's recipient of the Martin Award is Jasmina Chuck. Jasmine is a paralegal in the LGBTQ initiative. Jazz is the first, I'm quoting from her recommendation, Jazz is the first paralegal to serve in the LGBT initiative and has created her job at the same time as she was doing it. She works with all three practices. She also supported 4 major class actions brought by the unit. Jazz works tirelessly, often arriving early and leaving late. Jazz's work is at the core of the intersectionality of race, gender, sexual orientation, and poverty. And no one sees it with such a supportive and caring lens as Jazz does. Another person said, I don't know anyone here more sensitive to all people, to their struggles, to their hardships. Jazz, congratulations.
One more time. Thank you.
Don't know how I'm supposed to speak after that. Thank goodness I wrote stuff down. So thank you so much for this award. It's an honor to even be nominated, let alone win, alongside all the other amazing recipients. As many of you have heard and now know, I'm the paralegal with the LGBT Law and Policy Initiative, and I've been conducting and co-conducting our LGBT cultural competency trainings. Yesterday, I did a training in Nassau County, and the co-trainer and I were unable to get through our slides. Now, some of that was due to my long-winded and passionate nature, but the vocal resistance to not affirming non-heterosexual, non-cisgender clients' people was evident. The experience clarified three things for me. One, that our society still has a lot of work to do. I can't wait for a time when people don't have to fear coming out, when people don't express deep frustration with using they and them pronouns, or working with transgender youth or coworkers, when social justice movements are not the new PC thing, but an acknowledgement that human development and truth is never fixed or finished, and that people's identities, bodies, have been oppressed and destroyed in so many ways for so long. Second, after the training, when Femi Disuokli, the new director of diversity and inclusion, asked me why the training felt so different than our internal trainings, I was able to articulate that this training felt different because at Legal Aid, when I do trainings at Legal Aid, I know that Legal Aid has my back. LAS is a microcosm of the world. It has flaws, but I truly believe that I can walk into Tina Luongo, Adrian Halder, Tammy Sackler, Duane Mitchell, and many other offices, I promise I won't do that, and say that I heard or saw discrimination and that I would be listened to and taken seriously. This realization brings me to my third point, that I'm in a privileged position at Legal Aid. I work in a unit that was created to combat discrimination. I have spoken to and worked with amazing staff in all three practice areas who strive to learn, practice cultural humility, and affirm their clients regardless of their sexual orientation, race, ethnicity, gender, religion, gender identity, primary language, and so on. I get to meet people at LAS who weave compassion and care into their everyday work without needing LGBT in their title. My unit and other initiatives exist to further Legal Aid's development because staff at Legal Aid, leaders at Legal Aid, understood that everyone has a lot more learning, acting, growing, and doing to do, and that advocacy is a constant need in the face of bigots, non-believers, minimizers, haters, and those who stand by, both internally and externally. There are too many colleagues of mine in all three practices, in management, admin, 1199, and LAAA to thank for working with me towards change and allowing a young, queer, quirky woman of color to shine and have a voice. I wouldn't be here without my LAS coworkers, my wonderful parents, family, and friends. But I need to make a special thank you to Kim Forte for raising me as a professional, for helping me to grow as a person. In front of many attorneys and new legal staff, and for being a person who always works to make sure that young people, marginalized people, and silenced people have a space to speak. So for all those that think we're doing enough, not doing enough, you're right. Our work is never done, so please be a part of that change. For those who think that we've done enough, please push further. For those who don't know how to make this world a better place, join us, because change is happening, and I'm honored to be making it happen here with all of you.
Our next award goes to Lauren Headley, an administrator. Lauren has been with the Society for 33 years. Her colleagues wrote that she is proactive in making certain that clients are taken care of, from intake to simple inquiries by phone. She assists attorneys in making certain that subpoena requests are processed efficiently. She's compassionate and supportive and expresses a genuine care and concern for her peers, clients, family, and friends. Lauren has gone above and beyond by putting in extra time to accomplish the tasks. It's not uncommon for her to dedicate some weekends to ensure her assignments are complete and that her work is organized. Lauren?
Good evening, everyone. I am so honored to be standing here today receiving the Orison S. Martin Award. This was so unexpected because I don't look for any recognition. I work above and beyond because I truly love my job. I would like to thank my good friend Colleen Hall for nominating me, and I would like to thank the Martin Committee for considering me for this award. I also would like to thank my sister Shelley Corey because if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be working for the Legal Aid Society today. I can remember when I was a teenager, I used to visit her. At the time, she was working at Legal Aid at 15 Park Road. I remember meeting some of her co-workers then, Marianne Shields, Lydia Slade, Barbara Green, and Sharon Anderson, just to name a few. I remember in 1984, she said, Lauren, why don't you come work for Legal Aid? And no, this was not my first job. I actually used to work for 3 years at Social Security Administration. But in 1984, she said, Lauren, Legal Aid is hiring. Why don't you come work for Legal Aid? And so one day I took a test, I passed, she put in a good recommendation, and now 33 years later, I'm receiving this outstanding award. And helpful to others, a credit that I give to my mom. I watched my mom work so hard to raise me, my sisters, and brothers. She also taught us to be very responsible and independent and to respect others if we can. In my neighborhood, my mom is always helping strangers in the street. All of a sudden, they're our family. They say, Mom, we like, Mom, who is this now? Watching her for many years inspired me to work very hard to take care of my daughters, Lanique Laurel and Hennessy, and my granddaughter Leah. When I started working for Legal Aid, I was a secretary at 80 Lafayette Street. Years later, I became a word processor, and also I was a union delegate. And now for the last 15 years, I am a complex administrator at 49 Thomas Street. Over the years, many people have told me I have good work ethics, and I do. It's because I had the opportunity to work with great supervisors, Barbara Detweiler, Anna Cecilio, and Ida Ramos. Barbara Detweiler taught me very well. She taught me how to be organized. Her organizational skills helped me to get the work done in her absence. Working under Anna Cecilio, I became more knowledgeable, and with this knowledge, my work became more accurate. But most of all, I learned to accept corrected criticism, which made me more productive. After 9/11, Ida Ramos was relocated to 49 Thomas Street, and I sat in a cubicle outside of her office. I don't know what kind of situation I had going on, but I was coming to work late. Ida told me to have a seat in her office and told me I need to start coming to work on time, and how I need to set a good example for members, especially since I was a union delegate. I told her I would try harder, and since then, I have tried to follow her lead. I come to work extra early, have work late hours, even work weekends if I have to. She taught me to be punctual and responsible. Thank you, Ida. All of the amazing supervising attorneys who helped whip me into shape to make sure the complex is run smoothly. Claudia Emanuel, Lisa Williams, Santi Nara, Seth Gross, Kenneth Ives, Andrew Katz, Michelle Benoit, and Sakina Gavigan. I thank each and every one of you because I could not do my job without you. And then there's the attorney in charge of 49 Thomas Street, Mr. Erwin Shore. I can remember when Erwin transferred from the Bronx office to Manhattan. Before he got there, the office morale was low, but then things changed for the better. I noticed the staff attorneys and support staff have a lot of respect for him, and that is because he's respectful to everyone, which I find to be very important in order to run such a large office. So I also try to follow Erwin's lead by respecting all of my colleagues. I would like to thank all of my co-workers, close friends, families who came out tonight to support me, and I want to thank everyone who made me this well-rounded person, enabling me to receive the Orison S. Martin Award.
I'll make that.
So this evening, we have a special guest. The late Steve Sommerstein, a staff attorney in the Brooklyn CDP office, will receive a Martin Award posthumously. Steve worked in the society many years ago and then returned, I'd say maybe 7, 8 years ago, to go back to and he went to the Brooklyn office, where he became one of the most reliable and dedicated attorneys amongst an office filled with dedicated attorneys. Stephen's wife, Margaret Sommerstein, is here to receive the award on his behalf. I saw her earlier. Please come up. And she's also here with Steve and Margaret's daughter, Lila Rose. In nominating Steve for the award, his colleagues said that Steve was one of the most hardworking, passionate, and zealous advocates. He worked through pain, more pain and suffering than I've ever seen or even thought possible, wrote one attorney. Another attorney said, even after being diagnosed with cancer, it was a rare and very painful form of cancer. Steve came to work, went to court, and worked on cases. He did not believe in rationing justice, and he spent every day with one goal: zealously defending his clients. His dedication to this work was unparalleled. We're very thankful to have had him with us, and I'm sorry for your loss. No, you don't have to.
I'm sorry, Steve just passed away 2 months ago. I'm not really ready to say anything, but I appreciate everything you guys done for him. He was really passionate about his work. He worked, I've seen him many times work till 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to find the best solution for his client. He was very, very passionate and proud of his work. He loved his night court, as weird that is. He was always so fast to dress and go and come back at night. Couldn't fall asleep till early in the morning because he kept on thinking about his client and how he can help him. So he is just greatly missed, and I hope a piece of him is in all of you, because he was really, really a wonderful lawyer. Thank you so much.
The Society suffered a terrible loss on July 1st, 2016, when our beloved Chief Financial Officer, Sandra Scott, lost her valiant struggle against cancer. Her courage, integrity, and dedication serve as her legacy. We decided to create an award to honor Sandra's memory, to recognize the dedication and outstanding achievement of our non-lawyer central administrative staff. Now it's my honor to present the Sandra Scott Memorial Award for Excellence to Jose Tapias, Accounts Payable Coordinator. The members of the staff who nominated Jose noted that he is always willing to help, no task is too small. They praised Jose for his courteous manner and for his ability to always get the job done, for going above and beyond what was required and never complaining. Jose's mission is to treat each employee as a valued customer, and that means making sure that the Society's employees are reimbursed in a timely fashion. He will continue to be dedicated to giving the highest customer service anyone can possibly deliver with a sense of warmth, friendliness, individual pride, and company spirit. Jose, congratulations.
Thank you, Seymour, for the introduction. And first of all, I would like to congratulate the winners of all the other awards tonight, and thank the many people who and the Barden Committee for nominating me and for this special Sandra Scott Award. And also, very special thank you for the people who came down to cheer me on and wish me support.
Yes.
And this support and friendship over the years has meant a lot to me. And I'm very honored and overwhelmed to receive this special Sandra Scott Award from the Legal Aid Society, which is such a prestigious organization. And it is a great pleasure working with such a nice group of professionals here at Legal Aid. And this award signifies the hard work and the willingness to help that people have. And this is very important for the Legal Aid Society. And for those who don't know, I started here at the Legal Aid Society as a temp at the end of 2004. And in January of 2005, I was hired as a permanent employee. And I was responsible at the beginning for processing court reporter minutes, expert minutes, phone bills, Con Edison bills, expense reimbursements, petty cash. And I also would send emails to employees who did not submit their request in a timely manner, or who did not send the complete backup for financial purposes, and including the ex-attorney chief, Steve, an email from me, and also Ezra Miller, who is currently the CFO. I'm very grateful to my mother and father for their dedication, support, and love over the years, and for making me a grown person who is very responsible and always trying to do my best. And I also thank them for the support that they have always given me. One of the things that they have always instilled in us is to work hard and always do the best that you can. And as you see, this is very true. And, I would like to thank Cassandra Dorville especially for helping me, guiding me, and supporting me, and her leadership, and helping me grow professionally. And I also want to thank Sherry Luckowitz and the other managers and supervisors and the other members of the finance team for their friendship and support. And it is so nice working with such a nice group of people in the finance department who have contributed to my outstanding job performance and me doing the best job that I'm capable of doing. And I humbly accept this special Sandra Scott Award on behalf of the finance team, because it is the teamwork and the exceptional customer service of the finance team that helps the Legal Aid Society fulfill its needs. Thank you all very much for your time.
Congratulations again to all the award winners. I think we've just seen through all of them what makes the Legal Aid Society great, and that is the people. And so congratulations once again. You all deserve it, and we really appreciate the work that you do day in and day out. Now Finn and Seymour can present the awards to the staff who have shown unbelievable and extraordinarily important dedication by serving the society and serving its clients for 25, 30, 35, 40, and yes, 45 years.
So when I joined the Legal Aid Society many, many years ago, it was really a job that most people took for 3 to 5 years. Some people remained a little bit longer, but over time, it's developed into a position which people really treasure. And tonight, we're going to celebrate the longevity for, as Rich said, those who have been here 25, 30, 35, 40, and 45 years. That's a lot of dedication. So, celebrating their 45th year with the Society are Thomas Curtis, Anthony Farley, Alvin Hernandez, Stephen Mechanic, Robert C. Newman, Judith Preble, Ida Ramos Herrera. And Sarah Ann Sanders. We're not quite done, so we'll ask you to quiet down. 40-year staff members include Patricia A. Bath, Charles Blakely, Barbara Berger, Andrew Fryman, James Moderano, James G. Pierce, Dean Cudberry, and Barry Fine. I did. Celebrating the 35 years. Thomas Klein, Monica Pinnock, Laura Potter Khan, Cynthia Wilson. celebrating 30 years of the society. Sharon Anderson, Marla Band, Bernard Bellinger, Thomas Bomber, I have to tell you, this is a long list because that was we actually released that with Bruce Raymond earlier that year, and the final budget in June, the city gave us increase in funds so we could hire people, and we hired 150 new staff for the criminal defense practice. I was doing the training for the attorneys. So, speaking of support, Bernard Carway Sproul is one of those support members of that hired. Ferdinand Rosario, Ryan Coakley, Matthew Cohen, Maddie Fair, John Butler, Marcia Egger, Terry Elgarten, Elizabeth Emmons, Melissa Flight, Robin Frankel, George Gabriel, Francis Gibbons, Chandra Gomez, Darren Hambrick, Michael Herson, Camlin Jin, Clive Johnson, Thomas Johnson, Andrew Katz, Brian Kelly, Steve Kessler, Josette Lang, Adrian Lesher, Donna Lewis, Vicki Light, Nancy Matos Rodriguez, Carolyn McGrath, Eric B. Megan, Fern Merenstein, Robert Moeller, Florence Morgan, Faye Monroe Cole, Thomas O'Brien, Judy Ocasio, Cornelius Perry, Alan Popper, Linda Castell, Frederick Pratt, Zenobia Plattis Montgomery, Miriam Rodriguez, Mimi Rosenberg, Gail Rosansky, Eugene Sarchiapone, Susan Seven, Monica Sheehan, Cynthia Shishenji, Deborah Siegel, Jennifer Stiletti, Sandra Smith, Marie Washington, and Roy Rothman. young group. We've only been here 25 years. Michael Alcalise, Tariq Anderson, Bonnie Brennan, Patricia Colella, Costanza, Laura Davila, Francis Donovan, Sheila Fernandez, Bonnie Goldberg, Donna Haas, Kenneth Ives, Kathleen Kelleher, Helen Klugman, Diane Lagama, Lori Landau, Simone Lawson, Felicia Lee, Allison Lowy, Maria Alondra, Ward Oliver, Mary Petito, Lisa Stockton, Natalie Ray, Janet Rivera, Louis Roman, Jose Rosado, Rita Shapiro, Darcy Smalls, Denzel Smith, and David Stone. We are about to conclude. I'd ask for you maybe first a minute or two more. In the back, please, just a minute or two more. So as Richard indicated, I will be retiring next year. It's been a great privilege and an honor to work with all of you. As I've said many times, the Legal Aid Society staff, some of the most talented and dedicated lawyers, social workers, investigators, paralegals, and other support personnel that you can find anywhere. Your dedication and your commitment to our clients is incomparable. I've been impressed with the work that all of you do, and sometimes amazed by the work that you do. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you do for our clients and for the cooperation that you've given me during my time as a staff attorney, supervisor, attorney in charge of the criminal practice, as well as my time as attorney-in-chief. It's been a blast. Thank you very much.